Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by red earth and tall palm trees, lived a man with his beloved wife and their only daughter, Ugomma. Ugomma was a gentle child, soft spoken, hardworking, and full of dreams. Her mom taught her to love, to be patient, and to always help others. After some years, Ugomma's mother fell ill and passed away, leaving the young girl and her father heartbroken. For a while, the house was filled with silence and sorrow. Later, Ugomma's father remarried, hoping to give his daughter a mother again. His new wife came with two daughters of her own, Chioma and Nneoma. Chioma was proud and her heart hardened by jealousy. Nneoma, the younger one, was different, kind and loving. She welcomed Ugomma as a sister from the very first day. At first, all seemed well, not until tragedy struck in Ugomma's life again. 1 year after Ugomma's father's second marriage, he died unexpectedly. Truly then, the darkness entered Ugomma's life. With no father to protect her, her stepmother's true nature was revealed. Ugomma wakes up early each day to fetch water for use in the house, cooks the food, washes the dirty clothes, and swept the whole compound all by herself. While Chioma watched in delight, Norma always felt pity for her stepsister. While Chioma and Nneoma were sent to school, Ugomma was forbidden from attending. Her mother said education was wasted on her. She was given no new clothes, only rags. Ugomma was denied food and survived on leftovers and scraps. Many nights she cried quietly, staring at the stars, wondering why the world was so unkind to her. One day, some elite men and women who believed in changing lives visited the village. They announced a scholarship opportunity for children who wished to return to school. When Ugomma heard the news, she leaped for joy, because for the first time in a while, she saw a future. But when her stepmother found out, she stopped her. "You are not going anywhere," the woman snapped at Ugomma. Ugomma's stepmother locked her indoors, ensuring she missed the opportunity. Ugomma sobbed so bitterly. Ugomma watched her stepsisters leave for the scholarship exam. Shoma looked at her happily. Norma looked at her sister with so much sadness. One afternoon, while returning from an errand her stepmother had sent her on, Ugomma met an elderly woman on the road. The woman was carrying a heavy load on her head. Suddenly, she tripped and fell. Without hesitation, Ugomma rushed towards her. She helped the woman up, dusted her clothes, lifted her load, and walked her past her journey. The woman looked into Ugomma's eyes and saw sorrow mixed with kindness. After that day, the old woman took notice of Ugomma. She always came around her house, encouraging her and ensuring her that she was not alone. One day, the old woman asked her, "Child, what do you really want in life?" Ugomma replied, "I want to go back to school. I want to learn. I want a good life." The woman smiled gently. But what Ugomma did not know was this: the woman was a queen, disguised as an ordinary traveler who had left her palace on a mission to find a woman of good character, humility, kindness to become a wife to her son, the prince. And in Ugomma, the woman has found more than what she was looking for. From the day the woman began helping Ugomma, Ugomma's life slowly changed. Though she still worked tirelessly in her stepmother's home, in her heart, she was no longer completely broken. Someone had seen her, someone believed in her. One morning, the woman returned, dressed more neatly than usual. She asked Ugomma to meet her outside the village at dawn the next day. "I want to show you something," she said gently. Ugomma obeyed. At dawn, Ugomma followed the woman down a path she had never walked before. Suddenly, the road widened, and before her eyes stood a magnificent palace, gleaming under the rising sun. Ugomma fell to her knees in shock. The woman turned to her, with her voice firm. "My child, I'm not an ordinary woman. I am the queen of this land. I came in disguise, searching for a woman with a pure heart, someone worthy to become my son's wife." Ugomma trembled in fear. "Your Majesty, I'm only a poor girl." But the queen said, "Kindness is greater than wealth, patience is greater than beauty, and your heart has proven itself." Ugomma was taken into the palace. She was bathed, clothed in fine garments, and for the first time in many years, she slept peacefully. She was also enrolled in school within the palace, where she learned quickly, her intelligence shining brighter each day. The prince soon noticed her. He admired her humility, her wisdom, and her strength that came from years of endurance. With time, respect turned into affection, and affection turned into love. The queen announced the prince's intention to marry Ugomma. The entire village rejoiced, but news traveled fast. Back in Ugomma's village, her stepmother and stepsisters heard of the announcement. Shock seized them. The girl they once starved and mocked was now to become a princess. On the wedding day, the queen ordered Ugomma's family to be invited. When the stepmother arrived at the palace and recognized Ugomma, fear gripped her heart. She knelt down and begged for forgiveness. Ugomma looked at her quietly. Years of pain filled her memory, but so did the lesson of kindness her mother had taught her. I forgive you, Ugomma said calmly. But justice must still be served. The queen decreed that the stepmother would lose all privileges she had gained through cruelty. She was sent away from the palace to live by honest labor. Shoma, who had shared in her mother's wickedness, was also dismissed. But Unoma, the younger sister, who had shown love, was welcome. Ugoma ensured she was educated and cared for. Goma became a beloved princess, known for opening schools, protecting orphan children, and offering scholarship to kids who had been denied education. And whenever she passed through her old village, children would always whisper, "That is Princess Ugoma, the girl who cried, endured, and rose." For in the end, kindness became her crown.